Jam on toast!
Long weekend trying to fight the technology in our house, trying to get the network up, equipment up. I finally did it. It kind of took us buying 2 new computers instead of 1. Not surprisingly, John's using the old pieces to my computer to satisfy his need for a desktop. Sadly, all that is what I should have done in the first place with mine. Didn't have a good life, but it's done. Now I can focus on software stuff. Yay! So the next steps are to research how to manage our Minecraft server a little better, get some fancy things going on with it, put in some mods and whatnot. Then I gotta start looking at how to turn the server into a web server and see if I can't get Apache and some database software going on in there. That way I can dial in and do programming stuff all over the network instead of local to my laptop. It's not very happy. It hasn't been happy for a long time. The how to play is still on my to-do list. See if I can't script up something for that either tonight or later. Tomorrow I've got a 5K to run, 3.2 miles or something. It's exhausting just thinking about it. And it's through work too, so I actually get to leave a little bit early and head down there. I don't know, we're supposed to be down there like at 5, races until like 7. Take me like an hour to do this anyways. So that'll be something to tell on Friday. Right now John's downstairs playing Space Marine. I am Space Marine. Very interesting game. I'm torn on several things just on whether or not I like it. The whole game seems awkward but still good. There are 4 major categories I think of when I'm about how good a video game is. One is aesthetics. It include music, visual effects, etc. The least important, to be honest with you. How the user uses the interface to interact with the character. Environmental controls, how the character interacts with the world built around him. Mechanics, which are the most important thing, which actually define the game. It's all about how this bullet launches from this gun and hits this target, kind of, and more or less what the rules are for everything that isn't navigation. Space Marine's very pretty. It's got good music, it's got good sound effects, it's not overbearing. As far as the controls go, it's a bit awkward. There are some weird things with how to flip and move around, and you can't jump unless you have a jump pack, a little silly. They've got a real lumbering sprint, which is awkward, and just means that their walk's even slower. As far as the environmental controls go, the physics of it is all really well done. Other than some awkward times where you can't fire, you can't shoot to preserve story, it's not so bad. John had a couple instances where his power axe wouldn't hit this knob, but whatever. Mechanics. The mechanics seem really well balanced. I haven't seen anything that's drastically unfair. I'm not a big fan of some of the weapons they have available, but for what they're given, this is a great start to a whole series of games that they should do. Hopefully Space Marine is just a precursor for the entire 40K universe in a video game. Ideally, I would want something similar to World of Warcraft. Stop. We'll listen to the whole thing first, where it's like going into World of Warcraft 3, but let's use Dawn of War because it's better, and be able to be a character in that, which means that you could join either side of a given battle. Now, unfortunately, this requires dedicated servers running games where it's Space Marines versus Tyranids. And each player who wants to join in to play multiplayer can pick what army they want to be, and then select which worlds they want to battle on, whether that be against Tyranids, Orcs, or Necrons. Now, unfortunately, this creates a lot of overhead, because immediately each player gets about a dozen different characters, whether or not they truly play them all. All that data's got to be stored somewhere. All these servers need to be dedicated for the individual battles, or they can take them up and down as they please, based on needs and wants and demands. But it's got a great potential for community. You meet someone else who plays the game, both play Space Marines. You're immediately kind of in a clan or alliance or whatever you want to call it right there. Because you're not going to face each other as Space Marines unless they go super crazy and do scenario-based battle server. I think you're fine just doing one against the other. I just think that'd be a great way to take this wonderful start to a series. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Thanks for the jam, guys. We'll be your toast. I'm Camerai. Have a nice day.